Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Atlas. In this video, it's going to be very brief. It's going to be talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum today. There's not really much news going on, so I'm going to focus on the technical charts and I'm going to try and make it very direct and to the point. I do want to go ahead and start off just by saying, guys, if you are new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe. I do a lot of technical analysis and news coverage on cryptocurrencies, not just Bitcoin and Ethereum. You'll notice I do a couple videos typically every day, and I also do a playthrough series of a decentralized cryptocurrency game called Decentraland, and a lot of the different mini games and stuff that they've been adding in with that. I've just started that recent series. So hopefully you guys like that. If you do enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Let's try and get it to 100 likes if possible. Click the bell icon so you know whenever we have a new video. And let me know in the comments down below. Like, almost nobody leaves comments. And half the time that there are comments, it's all this stupid scam, spam type stuff, okay? So I don't have a WhatsApp. If you guys see some comment where I'm like, oh, the WhatsApp, that's not me. That's some stupid scam type thing, okay? I wouldn't do that. And you can actually see that it's me leaving a comment on my own videos. It's a clear indicator. Anyways, so yeah, let's go ahead and talk about what's going on with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stuff, right? So on the news, we've got a little bit of news going on with Ethereum. Ethereum reserves on crypto exchanges have hit a 2-year low. Ethereum continues to be locked in DeFi and the Ethereum 2.0 deposit contract. NFT marketplaces are also pushing up the demand of Ethereum outside crypto exchanges. We're seeing NFTs really popping. The institutional accumulation of Ethereum is evident with Grayscale adding 47,895 Ethereum in the last 30 days. Grayscale has not only done this with Bitcoin and Ethereum, they've also included a lot of other things like Decentraland that I was just recently talking about. Also other things like Chainlink, Mana, and some other ones as well. Over on Twitter, what are people saying over there? I'm on Twitter. If you guys want to check me out, I'm at Atlas Official TV. Feel free to say hi. I tend to retweet a lot of stuff that other people are saying. I'll post some of my own point of views of cryptocurrencies, stocks, maybe anime, stuff like that. Bitcoin price tracking stock to flow model like a train. This is from Plan B. If you guys have never seen the stock to flow chart, where have you been, man? Go look up this chart, okay? You actually got a couple different filters, but he took a couple of them off, and you guys can see this. And so this is a really good mathematically based formula that a lot of people in the community use because it has shown to be a valid pattern. It has not been invalidated as of this point in time, right? So this is showing that we're right on track heading towards the $100,000 price point as of sometime soon. Joseph Young says, wow, Morgan Stanley is reportedly bidding for BitThumb, South Korea's top crypto and Bitcoin exchange, for $2 billion valuation. Slowly then surely, the explosiveness of institutional interest in this space right now is unprecedented. I actually need to make sure I retweet that. And then this guy right here, Russell, from being laughed out of a room to sharing my experience with Bitcoin. What a time. This guy is an NFL player, and he actually has it set up in his contract so that I think he gets paid out, but then it's immediately getting converted over through the third party into Bitcoin, right? And he's doing like half of his paycheck or something. And a lot of people are speculating the fact that he's getting himself paid out like that takes him from being considerably one of the lowest, no, I'm not saying the lowest, but one of the lowest end paid NFL players in there, to being considerably one of the highest paid because of the appreciation of what's gone on with his Bitcoin assets that he's been receiving, right? So that's absolutely amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and go hop on over to the charts. You guys can see right here, we got some purchases going on. The price is dropping just a little bit here, $58,248 right now, showing just a little bit more of a sell-off going on for the time being there. Bybit being like a big seller, it looks like. Stop selling, Bybit. Stop selling. Oh, yeah, F2 pool. Let's go ahead and go see what's going on with these guys. They've been doing these crazy amounts of outflows every day here. And as you guys can see, for the March 18th period, which was yesterday, that was 2,111 Bitcoin. In about 46 minutes from now, my time, right? This is going to be updated. So I'm probably going to be adding up since my last time that I did this, what their total outflow is, and be sending out a tweet later tonight. So including that new daily candle, once that gets formed up, we're going to see how it goes. But you guys can see it went pretty high, spiked, started dropping. A lot of people are wondering, when are we going to get back to these kinds of levels? Because this is just totally irregular for them. Looking at the charts now for what's going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually dipping below this top level right here, which we don't want to see, guys. It'd be really great if we could stay above that, above $58,383 for a daily candle close. Having that would show that this is now becoming a level of support. Something else that's so important if we can manage to close the day above that is that all we've had in history is the next day it pulling down, right? We've had 2 days where it technically closed above, then we had a further retracement down. So we haven't had 2 days of candle closure in green above this level zone. And I would look at that as a bullish indicator if we did end up with 2 days like that formation. But right now, with this pullback that's going on, this sell-off, whoever's doing this right now, all these shenanigans, right, trying to suppress the price, it is keeping us a little bit lower. So we got to try before the daily candle close to close above this. Otherwise, things are starting to look a little bit more in a bearish pattern. The good news is that we're still in this ascending channel pattern. We're not below the level of support here. We're still in a green candle and showing a little bit of recovery from the previous day as well, right? So let's look at what key levels we need to look at. So first off, we have support established at $57,640 for the daily, right? Now tomorrow, with where we're at, it's going to be basically the same thing, because then that goes right down here to the bottom level of that support on that ascending channel. If we break below that, guys, we got a ways going down. We're talking about all the way down to $54,555 yet again, and that's where that 21 EMA is at currently. Tomorrow it's probably going to be a little bit closer towards this kind of a zone, so not much of a difference there. On the way up, we do have resistance at $58,438. Breaking above that, well, now we're starting to get back to the previous all-time highs. We can break above $60,000 psychologically, great. We tested $59,000 several times today, at one point going up to about almost $59,500. So if we can get above 61,000, approximately $61,800, then we're in the price discovery zone, and the sky is now the limit, right? But realistically, we got in the Fibonacci sequence 65,172. I'd be keeping an eye on that. If we can manage to go above that, then we got 70,000 of course from a psychological standpoint, and then we get all the way up to 75K, 77K. If this was just some insane candle, which now that it's going into the weekend, I kind of doubt that we're going to have something crazy like that for news, because it's normally an institution that has that kinds of stuff going on. But let's just say some weird crazy thing that was good news ended up happening. So if that ended up taking place on tomorrow, we could get back on this previous trend. If we got back on this previous trend, we would have to go all the way up to $77,000 though. It's already tough enough for us to try and get back past $60,000, let alone pushing for the $65,000 level of major resistance. So hitting 70K, 77K, is it possible? Yes. Is it likely to happen? No. And if we even did, I would expect a huge pullback, as tons of people are going to be looking to take profits, right? The volume itself has actually been slowly going down, so we should start to see a shift here sometime soon. The volume goes calm before the major storm ends up hitting. The RSI is actually looking good too. It's not even considered overbought, even though, like, again, as I mentioned this in like every video, if we go into a big bull market, you don't even need to worry so much about the RSI itself. Technicals are suggesting a strong buy. There's a lot of factors right now that are working in Bitcoin's favor. It's above the 21 EMA on top of everything else. So I'm bullish on this, guys. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm very, very bullish on this. That's for Bitcoin. We're going to take a very brief look at what's going on with Ethereum now. Ethereum has been in this consolidated phase. At this point, guys, I am looking at an invalidation of this cup and handle pattern. I still think that it's going to go up in general, but if you guys look at this, it's starting to stretch itself out to the right a bit too far, and to just kind of keep saying, oh, that's the handle. It's like, that's a really long handle. That's a really long handle. You know what I mean? So from another perspective, you could argue and say it's actually looking more like an inverted head and shoulders type pattern, something kind of like this, but that right shoulder is not much of a movement space, so it's a little bit rough in the making, right? So we're just got to get out of this zone here. The 21 EMA support, that's around 1750. Below that, we have 1700. On the way up, we got to break 1840. Past that 1840, there's actually a little bit of resistance now occurring right about here. That's around 1942. Past that, we've got 1972, 2000, and then 2040. Past 2040, price, again, price discovery zone, and we're working our way up towards that $2,500 range. The RSI is in the median zone. Technical radar suggests buy. Volume is low on this end. Same thing. Guys, it squeezes down like a Bollinger Band. It gets real thin, and then it expands out, right? In fact, I could potentially even look at a Bollinger Band on this real quick. As you guys can see, you get this squeeze down like a sausage, and then boom, it widens out. It's been pretty wide right here. So I don't know, we may end up going into a little bit of a quiet phase here, almost like a crypto winter, where if this continues to go into that consolidation, this gets thinner, and then what happens is it explodes out again, right? So keep an eye on it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up my video there. Got referral links in the description if you guys want to use any of those things for Gemini, for Coinbase, for BlockFi, for Webull, for Robinhood. They're all in there. You guys get a bunch of different benefits if you use any of those using those links. And thank you guys so much for being here. Tell me what you guys think about what's going on in the comments down below. Would love to hear your community feedback, even if you guys just want to say hi. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, click the bell icon, and I will see you guys in the next episode.